Hey, what's going on, everybody? We got an early look at week 3. We're on a 6-0 streak with our last 2 videos, so stay tuned to hear all the picks we have in this one. And we've absolutely been crushing it in the Dynamo private Discord, so get in here, use that promo code on the screen, the best time to get in. We're on one of our hottest streaks ever. With our picks in the Discord, we went 14-1 with Monday Night Football. And the Sunday before that, we went 19-7. We're tracking all our picks in here. Back-to-back massive days with our NFL plays. We've absolutely been crushing the NFL. This is the kind of stuff I'm posting in my channel. 3 early look plays for Sunday. 3 more for the morning games early. And we got afternoon plays. And you can see we're hitting in here, cashing people out that are tailing our picks on one of our hottest streaks yet, and posting more plays, more big hits. Roll right into Monday Night Football picks, hit 3-0. Even throwing some demons in there and hitting demon slips. Look inside another capper's channel, posted his 3 favorite picks for Sunday and hit all 3. Then on Monday night, same thing, 3 favorite plays for Monday Night Football, and he hit all 3 again. Click that top link, get in here on the weekly or the monthly, and click join. Enter that promo code and apply. You guys can get in here at a great price. Lock in, because we've been crushing NFL, but we also got other sports going, WNBA, MLB, which we have daily picks for as well. So you guys saw the big hits, crazy streaks we've been going on with NFL. Great time to get in right now. Take advantage of that promo code while we still have it live. Now let's get into the early look picks for this one. On Sunday, first one I'm going to is CeeDee Lamb. I've been crushing him all year. I think his receiving lines are just too low for the amount of targets and work he gets, and he's just constantly getting good matchups in week 3 here. Coming up against Chicago, another matchup I definitely like. What we saw, Dallas giving up a ton of points and yards to the New York Giants in week 2. I think they can make this a close game and could be a potential shootout with CeeDee Lamb getting a ton of targets again, and they can't double him like they were last year because you got George Pickens on the other side now. So CeeDee Lamb is absolutely eating this year. We've smashed him on the overs on catches and yards the first 2 weeks, and he's absolutely been crushing. We're going back to CeeDee Lamb for week 3, and I think we're getting a good line here at the early look at 83.5. And all these plays are already posted in the Discord before the video comes out, so you guys can jump on the lines if they do bump. And looking at CeeDee Lamb on Outlier, 83.5 last season. He actually hit this one in over half of his games last season, and he was playing with pretty terrible quarterback play. Dak Prescott didn't play all the games, so CeeDee Lamb was dealing with some pretty poor quarterback play and still was able to hit these over half the games last season. And we can come down, you can see he was averaging 10 targets a game last year. That is up as well this year. If we look at this season, he had 110 and 112. He's averaging 12 targets per game, 7 and 9 catches. Absolutely has been smashing. Coming up against Chicago, they allow the 20th most receiving yards per game this season at around 240. So getting another good matchup here, and I think this could be a close and a higher scoring one than people think. So I like going to CeeDee Lamb. Gonna have another big game with a ton of targets, catches, and yards, smashing him for the 3rd straight game. For the second one, we're going to Sam Darnold. Going to be taking him over on his passing yards at 212.5 for Darnold. I'm loving this matchup against New Orleans. Seattle had a big game last week, putting up 31 points on the Steelers, so I think their offense is starting to click here. Getting one of the juiciest matchups you can in the NFL right now against New Orleans and Seattle. Make sure they want to win this game because they are the only team in the NFC West that has a loss. So they're actually in last place in the NFC West right now. They need a big win. I think Darnold's going to absolutely smash this line. This is one that I could definitely see bumping up as well. And I think we're getting a good line here at 212. So looking at Darnold, obviously he was with the Vikings last year, but absolutely smashed this line in 14 of 18 games last season. Darnold was able to pass for, it looks like, 231 or more yards in 14 of 18 games. So absolutely smashed this one. It was just earlier in the season where he wasn't hitting this one as much, and it was in some blowouts. You see 28-6. 34-7. The Saints haven't been winning games, but they have been keeping them close. So hopefully New Orleans can keep them close in this one. But I think Darnold's going to smash this regardless because I think they really want to win, prove a statement that they can compete in the NFC West. We just saw New Orleans play a close one against the 49ers, and they allowed, I think, 279 or 269 passing yards from Mac Jones. So if Mac Jones can get up almost 300 yards on him, I think Darnold can get, 213. We saw him do it last week. He got to 295. against Pittsburgh, who people think is a tough defense. Really struggled against San Francisco, but the Niners do have a pretty solid pass defense. But coming off a huge game, I think he's figured it out. Cooper Kupp looked good last week. Torrey Horton, the rookie, got involved, and JSN is still there. So they do have some weapons out in Seattle for Darnold. I think he's going to be in line for a big one. And if you guys are just playing on Prizepicks, you got to be on ePick because you get $50 free after you deposit. So use the link down below and the code Dynamo to get that bonus. But that's not why I play over there even more. It's because they have higher payouts for the same lines. So you can see we have 3 reception lines plugged in over here, the same lines you're going to get on Prizepicks, but we're getting a 7.4x multiplier versus this would be just 6x or even lower on Prizepicks when you're doing same game parlays. So it's a massive difference. You can see our $20 would win 148 over here. On Prizepicks it would win 120 or lower for these same exact plays. So you're leaving a ton of money on the table if you're not playing on ePick. You got to check it out. You can get that $50 bonus when you deposit with the link and the code, and you're just going to get paid more for playing the same exact stuff you're already playing over on Prizepicks. So no brainer, check them out with the link down below. Now let's get into the next one. For the next one, we're going to go to Jordan Love, and we're taking him over on his passing touchdowns at 1.5. So for Love, liking this one for numerous reasons. Coming up against Cleveland, they're allowing a ton of passing touchdowns this year. Cleveland has a solid run defense, and they have a good pass rusher in Myles Garrett, but they've been allowing a lot through the air so far. Jordan Love has a ton of weapons. I know Jaden Reed is now out, but we haven't really seen Golden be unleashed yet. I think Golden is like Jaden Reed type player, but way better. They got the best tight end in football right now in Tucker Kraft. They got Romeo Doubs still out there. We even saw some other guys make big plays like Bo Melton, Malik Heath. So they have a ton of weapons in Green Bay to throw to. Cleveland historically has a tough rushing defense the last few years, so should be able to get it done through the air. They've been allowing a ton of passing touchdowns. So if you look at Jordan Love, the rushing yards allowed for Cleveland, they are first in the league. They only allow 45 rushing yards per game, so it's tough to run on them. If we come to his passing touchdowns, we can see that they are the worst in the league. They allow 2.5 passing touchdowns per game so far this year, and you can see that Jordan Love last year hit this in half of his games. 8 of 16, he threw for 2 or more. So far this year, both games he has 2 passing touchdowns. He did it against Detroit and then against Washington, 2 of the toughest NFC teams. Now getting a better matchup against Cleveland. I think he can have a massive game in this one. In that first game, Love didn't even have to pass a lot. He only had 22 passing plays. Last game, he got up to 33 passing plays. So I think Love can throw more than 22 times, projected for 232 passing yards as well, so I like going to Love. And if you guys want more picks from me, plus a bunch of other cappers in all sports, check out the Dynamo private Discord. We've been going crazy with the NFL on Monday Night Football. We went 14-1 with our picks, where I went 6-0. We track them all right here, post them, and then you can see the Sunday before, we went 19-7 with our NFL plays. Absolutely been crushing it, cashing people out, and this is the kind of stuff we're posting. So in my channel, posting my 3 early look plays that hit, 3 more plays for the early morning games, and then 3 more for the afternoon games. We've been crushing it, hitting all these slips, as you can see, these big hits in here in my channel. And then we got Sunday Night Football picks, hitting these massive slips, going right into Monday Night Football, posting 3 early look plays that hit, and then scrolling down, we had 3 more picks later in the day, including a demon, and we hit all 6 of them. Looking inside another capper's channel, he's just as hot, posted 3 favorite plays for Sunday, and he hit all 3. The next day, he posted his 3 favorite NFL plays, and he hit all 3 for a Monday Night Football. Click that top link, get in on the monthly or the weekly, and click join. Take advantage of the promo code, type it in, and apply. You guys are getting a great time. It's one of the hottest we've ever been. Absolutely crushing NFL. We got MLB, WNBA going strong right now as well. More picks from me, plus a bunch of other cappers. You guys saw the big wins, the crazy streaks, so get in there. And make sure to sign up for ePick, because you just win more for playing the same stuff that you're already playing on Prizepicks. But you guys can sign up with the link down below. $50 free after you deposit with the code Dynamo. And then you can see plugged in 3 reception lines. They're the same as over on Prizepicks, but we're getting a 7.4x for same game parlays. This would be a 6x or lower on Prizepicks. It's a massive difference. So you can see our $20 is going to win 148 over on ePick. On Prizepicks, it would win just 120 or less. So you're just going to win more for playing the same stuff you're already going to play. A no-brainer. Sign up with them with the link down below and use the promo code Dynamo to get that $50 free when you deposit. So check them out, and we'll see you guys over in the Discord.